problem.
Speaking of Dave, let's talk about the Linsanity versus the X Factor.
How were those games?
How were those games? Those games were, how would you call it, Sam?
Really up and down. It really kept going both ways.
Competitive.
Yeah.
But yeah, competitive, but there was a lot of sloppiness also.
All right, get to what we all want to hear about. How was David Azer?
So David Azer was better than what we thought, but he definitely needs a lot of work. He walked a lot of guys.
How many walks?
And I think he had 7 in each game.
No, he had 6 in the first game.
6 in okay, it was
so
a 6 or 7.
6 in each
6
game.
or whatever.
Nothing to 6 or
but
7.
we didn't play great defense. We didn't play great defense behind him. It was pretty cold, and I mean that lineup.
Let me tell you about Dave. I'm sorry to interrupt you. Let me tell you, I was catching him.
Okay.
In both games.
Okay.
So there was points where, and you asked me, does he have some stuff? Does he have some speed on his pitches?
Yep.
I'll tell you, yes, he does. Is there consistency on it? No, there's no consistency on it.
Mm-hmm.
So Dave needs to try and get more comfortable in throwing that fast pitch, because when it comes in, it's a gorgeous pitch. It's a gorgeous. He throws his fastball.
He needs more consistency.
He needs a lot more consistency.
Is it the confidence or is it more than
It's
that?
just. I think it was the first week. I don't think he pitched since last time he pitched was June. I think he just needs a lot more practice. That's all. It's not something that you can wake up in the morning and just say, "Hey, I want to pitch."
Right.
And I think that's what he did this week. He didn't practice, but even saying that, he did get us a win. And
so how's that battery between you and Azer?
He's very controllable. He just needs to focus. If he
you were helping him.
I thought I was helping him.
The truth is, I mean, I think Azer needs to learn something from his counterpart, Eddie Elbaz, who also doesn't have one of the strongest arms in the leagues, but throws strikes. And if you throw strikes in this league, you can be around for a long time.
Right.
So that's my battery. Just to go back to my game for a minute, Lewis had called it the 100-year-old battery. 2 major viewers of the show, Ike Mal and Chucky Ubedi, actually commented that it's a 103-year-old battery, not just 100. Ike Mal and Chucky, 103 years old, and I would say the strongest battery in the league.
Right, for sure. Because I think when it comes to pitching, it comes with a lot of experience.
Sure.
And experience is going to matter, especially in softball, because it's not all about speed and velocity. It's about throwing that strike. And Azer needs to know that it's very important for him to throw that, even at 0-2.
Right.
You know what I mean? Don't try and get so fancy at 0-2, because his problem is he gets fancy at the 0-2 pitch, and he thinks he could throw it, so now it's ball 1. He thinks he could even throw it on the 1-2 pitch, on the 2-2 pitch. Now he's all gears by the time it's 2-2, and now he's throwing you nothing. So he's just got to
what happened in the game?
Stay consistent. In the first game, I think we were up by a couple of runs.
So Michael Solomon,
we being Linsanity.
We being Linsanity, and unfortunately, we made a couple of blunders in the field that allowed X Factor to come back into the game. They had a nice 2-out rally.
Right.
Started by Al Gamal, who had a tremendous week. He hit the ball very, very hard.
It's great.
Great addition to the league. Great guy on the field. What did Al do this week? He did
Al Gamal 6.
4 for 6, a double, an RBI, 3 runs scored.
3 RBIs.
3 RBIs and a triple. So Al was very effective.
Great.
As always, Joe S. and Stephen Giddy also themselves very effective.
Actually, I think Stephen Giddy went 2 for 7 on the day.
Stephen wasn't happy with his performance. But overall...
Week 1, I'm not going to judge anybody on week 1.
Exactly, it was very cool and we're all just getting into it. Someone who stood out from our team was rookie Michael Solomon.
Right.
Not Sabon.
Not Sabon Solomon.
Exactly, who hit the ball like a rocket.
He hits the ball. This kid hits the ball
He is
hard.
a ball player. Great addition to the league, great attitude, solid in right field, very impressive. So that was a nice steal at the draft that we got.
Right, and the big question was Matthew Ingber.
Right.
Solid, also solid.
Good,
I don't know if he was deserving of a 4th round pick. I can say that.
He's a little raw, but he has a potential to be a top player.
He hit a couple. He had a triple this week. I actually had a home run this week.
Big home run.
He had a home run. It was really a triple that got away, and
that's okay. That's a home run.
That's a home run, sure. Very, very solid player. I think our lineup is very good, very deep. But again, the question on the Linsanity team is the pitching,
Right.
and how long could we survive by Asa throwing 6 walks a game? If he corrects that and could fix that, then I think their Linsanity could be in for the long haul. I don't think offense is the problem. I think it's their pitching.
Right. I have a quick question here that's really towards Sam, I think. I don't. On deal breakers, you have somebody hitting .833. Goes by the name of Mark Cohen.
Yeah, I heard about that.
The hell is that about? Mark Cohen hit .833 this
So
week.
from what I understand, Mark Cohen hit very solid, and they weren't ever hits.
5 for 6.
They were real hits, from what I understand, and everyone was impressed.
No, the other team.
You know what? You know why? It's because of that bat.
I heard
It's because of the bat.
I heard the bat was stolen.
If you don't know what he looks like, Mark Cohen
that's not the pictures that
of
you
Kosher
want.
Corner fame.
I hope the boys from Kosher Corner are watching.
Yeah, because they're great viewers.
Right.
But from what I understand now,
Getting ready for Passover.
Eddie Rishti, and I mean, he knew Mark from before, but it seems like they're forming a nice bond.
Oh no! And be careful.
Yeah.
And stay away, man.
No, what's gonna
that's
happen?
advice from a friend.
This guy's gonna pick you up on Sunday mornings with the Red Bulls and the Roddy and Maserati.
Easy Ed.
He's a good guy.
Yeah.
It's good people though.
Good people. What else do we got now?
Busy week. Just a busy week. A lot going on. Great to be back.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Truth, we were scared with the weather, but it ended up holding up
working
nicely. Got a little cold as the day went on, but more or less, I mean, everyone was happy. Most of the people were happy who ended up playing, and
Wasn't walking well Monday or Tuesday this week. Not well at all.
Try and catch 2, but
Oh yeah, probably even worse. Limping around the office, but it's worth it.
Right.
Definitely worth it. All right, so that's it for the recaps. Great job all around by all the players. We look forward to seeing you this Sunday for week 2. We'll be back in a few minutes with week 2 preview and some other things to talk about. Thank you.